We have covered feederism and CBT, those crazy lunars and those even more crazy idolaters. We've covered bug chasers, and we've covered the enlargement and augmentation of various organs. But today, we're going to cover a proclivity that might be the strangest of all. Financial domination, a.k.a. Findom. What is it? Find out tonight on Deep Fat Fried.
Deep Fat Fried!
Cool.
Findom.
This is like the fetish that's like tailor made for exploitation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely at the heart of it. So yeah, I did. I'm kind of like I don't know about a lot of these subcultures and whatnot, sexual fetishes and stuff. And so this one, like I realized that there was like an element of this, but I didn't realize that it went as far as it does. Like there's dudes obviously like simping and sending money to like hot chicks online for posting pictures.
But this goes on. This is like a whole other level of this shit.
That's all I was aware of until recently when I became aware of Findom. So we're going to kind of cover it tonight. For those of you that don't know, financial domination, Findom for short, one of the many fetishes in the world of BDSM. It's where its participants, mostly males, enjoy the control and humiliation of a dominant female who demands their money as some sort of a tribute.
Sounds like normal old marriage to me.
Good one, TJ. Good one.
I disagree vehemently, TJ.
Me too. I disagree with my own statement.
Now, at first, this might seem like the business model for OnlyFans. That's kind of what all I was aware of. But there's a pretty big difference. Usually the submissives give their money to the dom without any exchange of explicit sexual services at all. In fact, they might be giving money to someone who barely even gives them the time of day. A professional financial dom that's raking in cash from hundreds of guys, giving them little other than seeking their bank account drain in return. So,
but that's the whole thing is like with that's the key difference here is like with most of that shit where it's like I exchange money in sort of favor of like, yeah, you're going to give me this video or you're going to do this thing or you're going to show me your tits or whatever the hell is going to happen.
Right.
You're going to give me some kind of like sexual thing for it. These guys, for them, the sexual thing is just like, I'm giving you my money. Oh, it's so hot.
Right.
It's so hot to give you my money.
Take my money. God,
you're living high on the hog, and I'm fucking destitute and miserable. Oh, yeah, I'm eating canned beans straight from the can because I'm so poor because I gave you all my money. Oh, yeah, it's so hot. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know how you come around to this fetish, but man... Some guys, I guess, they got it.
Yeah, I don't know either. Financial domination can also be distinguished from sugar baby relationships. So that's another thing I was aware of, and I figured that wrapped all this up. Like dudes that pay women to be in pretend relationships with them or whatever the fuck.
Right.
But this is not it. They get nothing. So it's like prostitution, but with all of the exchange taken out of it, and you're just like giving a woman money to conspicuously spend on herself.
You just drop up to a prostitute, just be like, here's $10,000. I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah, that was fucking great.
Oh, man, that was so hot.
So to me, this is like alien to me. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think to most Americans in general, because we're so conditioned.
Yeah.
Love money.
And I'm a pretty well-known tightwad too. I'm a tight ass, and
right,
so like, this is like dude. It makes my weenie shrink to think about somebody fucking taking a bunch of my money away.
Oh no, my money.
Going, but what do I get in exchange? Nothing.
If anything, the sub is paying to be humiliated by his mistress, or even put himself in the position where he has to pay her to orgasm. So I guess that's part of it. Sometimes he'll you know, she'll exploit him for however much money, and then eventually she goes like, all right, yeah, if you give me $10,000 today, you can come or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, thank you, I got my permission. Oh,
Yeah, finally permission. Yes. Most expensive fucking fap ever.
So this sex therapist named Kelly Wise says financial domination is when somebody wants to have someone else in control of their money as a way of losing control, and in some cases as a form of humiliation. There are more extreme forms of the fetish, including financial blackmail, where the dom will threaten to blackmail a sub if he doesn't agree to her terms. But there are guys that actually seek that out.
Yeah.
Like they want her to blackmail them. So they'll send her like compromising information or whatever, and then she'll lord it over them and be like, I'm going to fucking like release this shit to
I'm
everybody.
going to tell your wife or, you know, whatever the fuck they have.
Oh, please don't.
I'm going to tell your church that you're a fucking naughty little thin, dumb bitch. Or
No, I'll give you another 5,000, please.
Send them all pictures of your little fucking baby dick if you don't fucking give me
mistress.
$10,000 more right now.
Access to your credit cards right now. Oh, yes, you have it.
Yes, mistress, yes.
At first I thought when I was reading into this that they were talking about dudes like getting into these types of other relationships and then being blackmailed but no. I guess that probably does happen, but
maybe, but this is specifically dudes who are like looking for that, like, yes, control me, dominate me,
blackmail me into fucking giving you all my money.
Oh, so hot. Oh my god. Then she took 10,000. Oh my god.
And apparently these pretty often go as far as a sub handing over his bank account password so that the dom can make as much money as they want.
I've heard of it going to the point where like doms will literally like sit with a dude and like establish a budget and like like you got this much to eat on each day, this is what your rent cost, like this like ekes out a subsistence existence of bare minimum shit, and then the rest is like all mine.
Yeah.
So when he's at work and shit, he's working for her basically. And he gets nothing in return, just like, I am supporting the mistress.
Oh, it's basically voluntary slavery.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, in some extreme examples, sure, yeah.
Yeah, voluntary financial slavery, I suppose. The sub may even put themselves in a position where they have to ask the dom to use their own money for anything, as TJ was saying. Most experienced doms and subs negotiate the terms of this relationship beforehand, as TJ just said. So that's something I didn't know either. You know, that there's this like in-person meeting where it's not part of the dom scene or the dom sub scene where it's just like, all right.
Well, I mean,
we're business
usually
people. Here's what I would like.
In any sort of, oh, right. Yeah. I mean, usually in any sort of BDSM shit that's like, at least that's done responsibly, there's going to be like this like long sort of period of like, let's talk and make sure we understand exactly like what's going on here and what the rules are and all that.
Makes sense.
But then other times, of course, people just like enter into shit.
It's just strange to me because this one is so non-sexual and so like cold and involves just like money, that having that conversation where the dom is just like, oh yes, and how much would you like me to take? You know what I mean? Would undermine how hot it was when she gets at him the next day and goes like, hey bitch, send me $5,000 today or I'm gonna tell you.
Well, that's kind of like why some people end up like to their own detriment, like not having those kind of conversations because they're like, it might hurt the hotness factor of it for me or whatever.
I'd think it would if that's what you were, if you were getting off on the idea that you're like really being exploited by somebody. How do you get off on that when I don't know. It's
I mean, like you just gotta like, you kind of just gotta live it enough that it's like, you know, it becomes your reality or whatever.
I guess it makes sense. So the financially submissive men might be called pay pigs, money slaves, subs, or any permutation of these words.
Pay pig is the most common one. You
pay slave, pig slave, money pig. According to Findom.com, there's three main components of a financial domination: gifts, tithes, and tributes. I would actually have no idea how to differentiate between these. So
yeah, I'm at a loss on that one. I haven't gone deep enough to know that.
Well, tithing in a religious sense is like you give a certain portion of your income.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm assuming
like
it's like a recurring.
yeah, like like a recurring donation kind of thing.
Like they come up with an idea, like how much do you make every month? Okay, so 25% of that you have to give me every month.
Right. Something like that.
So gifts are offered by slaves to please their mistress while fulfilling their responsibility as a slave. A mistress will usually provide a list of items she desires, offering her slaves the possibility to earn her attention.
Right.
On occasion, a mistress may decide to grant a special opportunity to a lucky slave by notifying him of a specific desire she wishes him to fulfill. One professional Findom who calls herself the Wallet Drainer.
Dude, some guy hears that and is like, oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my fucking, the Wallet Drainer. Oh.
I guess her.
I call myself the Money Sponge. Oh.
Yeah. So I guess
my name is Financial Exploitation. Oh.
I guess the Wallet Drainer is kind of like the ultimate warrior, but I guess her real name that she goes by is Goddess Godiva. She divides these gifts into further categories that men can apply for. That's right. It can be as difficult as applying for a job to even have the privilege of giving your hard-earned cash to one of these professional doms.
Oh, man, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Men are so fucking goddamn stupid. I love it.
When did you graduate high school? Oh, well, here's my high school. Or here's my college. I mean, what do you want me to do? I'll do anything. Please allow me you.
I just looked up your GPA. You got a 3.2. Oh my God, get out of here. You can't even give me your money.
No!
Move on down the chain, sweetie. I'm too hot of a Findom for you.
This is a caste system. Like, you're just not going
to give your money to ugly Becky down the fucking way, motherfucker.
What if you're one of these guys that's broke, dude, but you're into this? So it's like, I could offer you $500 a month. I'm sorry, sweetie. It's not going to be enough.
You got to find like a real scraggly Findom, at that point.
Yeah, a scraggly Findom.
I'm here to financially dominate you.
I'll take dollar bills, any change that you have, and cigarettes.
Underneath your couch. That'll be fine, sweetie. Just give it to me.
Give me a con to smoke.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. You're a pig or whatever. I'm going to go to the bingo hall now. Bye.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so anyway, here are Goddess Godiva's personal gift-giving categories. Household decorator, that's buying furniture at her request, and you have to be employed as a household decorator with her, remember, in order to even buy
that's probably
her
for
shit.
like dudes that are rich enough to do that.
Right. Luxury loser, which is like purchasing
that's
her.
a higher rung even.
Yeah, purchasing diamonds and watches for her when she wants them. Travel agent, which pays for, all-inclusive vacations for her. Shopping bitch / wish fulfiller, which is buying things online specifically that she finds that she wants. And finally, shoe boy.
That's like a lower echelon.
Yeah. And then you could be a shoe boy, which
just buy shoes for her.
Yeah, that's all you do is buy her shoes.
So. Oh my God, shoes.
Shoes. What happened to Kelly, man?
I don't even know. Is that who sang that?
Yeah, that was her name, Kelly.
Oh, the tithe.
That's just one form of financial domination, gift giving. Luxury toys and material things are fine, but some Findoms just want the money and they want to be the ones to spend it.
Yeah. They don't want all this. I don't want all this gift shit. Just give me money.
These direct money transfers between subs and doms can be in the form of tithes or tributes. Tithes are regular donations that are predictable, given either every month, week, or day, or as a fixed portion of every paycheck or some combination of the between. Like they might set it up before 25% comes to me, and then the whole idea is I'll get to demand it though whenever I want. So today you're going to send me.
God damn it. I wish there was a fucking fetish where it's like, man, you know what I love? Just like, if I could just give like a trio of neckbeards, like my money for nothing. They don't have to make no videos or nothing. They just take it. Just take my money.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that be great?
That would be great.
Guys, what do we have to do to make this fetish happen? Like, dude, can we make a movie or something? Like, get this started. Like, man, I can't wait to give a trio of neckbeards all my money. Oh, it's gonna come so good.
And an twist, there was another trio of neckbeards that got the money TJ wanted.
Damn it.
Some of these little pay piggies may also like to feel that they're worshiping a superior dominant being by giving her regular payments, gifts, etc. While many like to be financially punished for failing to carry out assigned tasks or for not asking permission to jerk off or whatever.
I jerked off without permission. Please punish me, mistress. Please.
All right, you're going to buy me an all-inclusive trip to the Bahamas, you...
Oh, please. I can't afford it.
Take out a loan, bitch.
Yeah, dude. Take out a second mortgage.
Do it. Do it.
Ultimately, there's always some kind of humiliation involved in the Findom relationship, but how much and what type varies from man to man. It can often change over time. The reality is that handing money over to a woman you barely know is a risk, and taking risks is a big erotic thrill, I guess.
Let me tell you something right here. This is what happens when a culture turns back on God. All that money used to go to church, used to go to God. Now it's going to a bunch of damn harlots.
Yeah, true.
So actually, that's a good thing because it's better than
it's in better hands with the harlots, honestly.
Yeah.
Finally, there's tributes, which, according to Findom.com, a tribute is a spur-of-the-moment offering as a natural result of the constant building desire and burning need to please your mistress and express your adoration for her. So this is one that she doesn't even ask for. You're just like, please, mistress, accept this Balenciaga watch. Please, mistress.
So this is just kind of like, like these dudes, they haven't gotten like hooked on like the tithe level yet, but they're just like, oh, just take my money.
Yeah.
Please.
Please, mistress.
Take a bunch of my money. I just can't stand having this
You want
money
my
anymore.
attention? You're gonna pay, little piggy. You're gonna pay.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll pay. I'll pay you whatever you want.
Ma'am.
So yeah, tithing is that consistent offering made on a schedule, and this is like them just dropping gifts all the time. If not, she'll happily enjoy the pleasure of making you suffer if she doesn't like her gift. So
Good.
There you go.
They should. She doesn't like her gift. You mean like, you fucking go through all that. You buy her some piece of crap she don't even want. You damn right you deserve to suffer at that point. I mean, Jesus. What kind of fucking pay pig are you, motherfucker?
It is important to note that all fetishes, especially BDSM ones, as TJ kind of filled in the blank earlier about this, it's consent and knowing what you're getting into, and you got to talk about it before and blah, blah,
Right.
blah.
But there's definitely a lot of fucking people who get in over their heads by like not having those kind of discussions. Just like, yeah, I'm just going to go do it.
Yeah, it really is
And,
strange. It would be hard for me to get into a thing like this and have an explicit conversation. So I wonder how many of these dudes like set it up. Because if they're real rich, they probably get like a third party to set it up. So they don't have that conversation or whatever. They tell the third party, like, here's the types of thing that I find really hot. And then that third party goes and finds them the Findom or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be a thing. I don't know. Because, I mean, like, I guess it could be kind of like, if you're really like super into this, like, I want to be exploited and financially drained and shit, then you might not want to have this like, boring, whatever, informed consent thing that kind of like makes you, because it's in this like, well, it's always controlled, I'm relinquishing control, but it's like in a very like rigid, formalized way.
Right.
So, but I don't know. I mean, I figure after a while, like, they're probably, because they live the lifestyle so much, it's not like just a one-time thing. They're literally just like constantly giving this person money. So it's probably kind of hard to like really, forget that, I guess.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Let's take a look at some examples of Findom in action here. I pulled some stories. One professional Findom, Tatiana, was interviewed by... Oh, yeah, Tatiana. That does sound like somebody that's trying to fucking just stuff their hand in your wallet. And I'm sorry if there's anybody out there named Tatiana, but...
Yeah. Get your hand out of her wallet, Tatiana.
Yeah, stop ripping people off, Tatiana. She was interviewed by Men's Health magazine, and she admitted she makes like $20,000 to $30,000 a year just from pay pigs. She says, "I love money. Money turns me on." So I guess she's getting off on the other end of it too.
Well, I mean, see, that's the thing. about this particular fetish that I think is so like exploitable though, because a lot of these women who are like findoms online, like purportedly are like, yeah, this is so hot to me as well. But it's like, is it though, or are you just like money? You know what I mean? Because it's like
easy money. That's what
it's just easy money on right there. So like, I seriously doubt that Tatiana is actually turned on by the money.
It's
but
easy
I think
money
that gets
from
her a little bit more money if she says she is. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's like the best client something like that can have. It's like you have to do jack shit, maybe have a couple conversations and pay like cursory attention to somebody and make, thousands of dollars from them. So it's like, that's nothing.
So Tatiana doesn't ever interact with her clients in person, only through the internet, phone, and on websites such as, I guess, whatsyourprice.com,
Okay.
where you can bid on or sell dates. Some of her pay pigs simply Venmo her money, while others will buy her items off her Amazon wish list. They've even bought her Hawaiian vacations. Findoms also use social media to encourage men. So they're out there fishing on social media, like,
oh yeah,
looking for a few more pay pigs. You know what I mean? And then they post this hot looking picture of a chick, might not even be her. Like, how do you even know it's her? If there's a whole lot of like, I'm never gonna send you even any pictures because you don't deserve them or whatever. Like, how do you know it's not like a 80-year-old dude sitting there? How many?
Yeah.
You just said earlier, TJ, how do we get into that? We just got to pretend to be some hot chick. We got to pay some hot chick to take pictures for us.
Yeah.
And then use them as a online like Findom scheme.
That makes sense. Just gotta find one that's like super hot and be like, look, we just need you to do these following things. We'll give you like this much money. You're on our employee. We could just set up a bunch of them all over the place.
Yeah.
We run a bunch of fake Findoms everywhere. It's like, oh yeah, mistress fucking caveat or whatever.
That's a good idea. We'll start a Findom farm in India,
Oh yeah, dude. Findom farm. We don't have to do anything. We'll just fucking get like we'll fucking teach the Indians how to run it.
Yeah.
We'll have a bunch of models that we're fucking paying and shit. The whole thing just run itself, and money just comes in.
Dude, think about how much money you'd make, dude. You make an obscene amount of money doing this.
Ass loads of money.
It's another one. It's another multi-million-dollar idea flushed right down the toilet.
Yeah, we start fucking doing it, and then some guys show up like,
yeah, actually we run the Findom operation, so fucking get off our territory, bitch.
It's like, oh shit,
we're gonna send Will Smith to smack you.
Fuck.
How are they even gonna find us, dude? They won't find us.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Dude, I watched Catch Me If You Can. I know how to run, man. I know how to hide.
Oh shit, yeah. But didn't that guy get caught eventually?
Yeah, he did, but he messed up. He went back to a predictable place.
He made a mistake.
My biggest day was $20,000. Tatiana says $20,000 in a day, and she got it in a retweet game with a sub, where he had to pay her $100 per retweet. It ended up being 187 retweets, and he ended up giving me 20 grand to round up, I guess. So, damn. Let's look at another little example here of Findom. There was a study published quite recently on Findoms, albeit they were only able to find 56 participants willing to participate in the study. The study, Findom, cyber-mediated sex work, and rinsing.
What the hell is rinsing?
I guess maybe we'll find out. Gives some interesting insights into the minds and motivations of Findoms. Many participants stated that a key motivation for financial domination was financial remuneration, which you would like expect, right? Like, at least they're being honest about it. The number one thing about it is I get money.
Right. Guys give me money for no reason. It's like what is the appeal?
There were some participants that felt that they were not dependent on the income, but stated that financial domination provided an opportunity to enjoy additional income or luxuries for them or their families. As one participant, PA, states, if it didn't pay well, I wouldn't do it. I think I'll be doing it for the foreseeable. I see it as just work. It pays bills, and I have no qualifications, so it's the easiest job for me as well. Well, there you go.
Yeah, makes complete fucking sense to me.
For such participants, financial domination represented a move from forms of online sex work and was a rational choice due to her limited educational opportunities. Several women said that financial domination provided positive choices in terms of meeting childcare arrangements, and they considered financial domination as work rather than a lifestyle or leisure activity. One woman elaborated, "The money makes one feel loved and special. A lot is due to lack of confidence, the feeling of not being loved. The attention is what's addictive, not necessarily the gifts."
I'm sure that both are pretty addictive.
Yeah. And so, as you might expect, other participants stated that their initial motivations were fiscal, but that the finances were now secondary to the feelings of power and control that it gave them. So,
I mean, like, if you have a bunch of dudes that are literally willing to fucking like empty their wallets for you and just call you a goddess and say you're the greatest thing ever and treat you like basically you're like this higher, superior being to them, right? Like, yeah, of course, that's like who would say no to that fucking job?
Well, it's also a clear delineation of a transactional relationship. It's like everything is clear, which is in life is not really common, if we're being honest.
Yeah. So another
oddly
woman,
simplistic.
Another woman, I guess, named Goddess L, gave her perspective on what she learned from the community on Simply Sticks. As a Findom, you're a brand. It's definitely a job, and there's so many different aspects to it. Consistency is probably the hardest part about it, and why so many girls jump on the scene and give up after 2 weeks. You have to constantly be creative to develop content to put out. There are definitely things you can learn if you're a Findom, but you have absolutely no dominant traits in your personality. It's going to be extremely difficult to be successful. Being a Dom isn't just being bratty or mean. It's an art that takes time to perfect. When you perfect it, it's tasteful and drives subs crazy.
I don't know if it's necessarily tasteful, but hey, whatever.
Hey, she says, I mean, she's the Findom here, TJ.
Yeah,
you questioning
she's
mistress?
the expert. I don't know why I'm talking over
You questioning
her,
mistress?
I'm sorry, mistress. Whatever.
You know how mistress doesn't want to hear
drain
your
my wallet.
sorries. Mistress
Drain my
doesn't want
wallet. Dude, look how edgy and 90s my wallet is, by the way.
Oh, wow, dude. The flaming
What the
dragon.
fuck, TJ?
I got a fucking flaming dragon on my wallet.
We
bro.
are the flaming dragon.
This is so 90s.
So, yeah, she's just saying that, like, you can't just, like, it takes work. You gotta know how to do it. You gotta learn the biz or whatever. So I guess,
I mean, like, you have to have like like some knowledge of like human psychology and like what these dudes are really looking for to cater to their,
if you're going to be super successful,
right? Because you're going to attract more people like with, if you can say the right things that push the right little buttons with these dudes, then obviously you're gonna be more successful than some chick who doesn't know what the fuck she's doing and just like, I'm hot, give me money.
Clearly,
she's not gonna do it. I mean, because people are just gonna be like, hot's a dime a dozen. She's gotta be hot and also have like, the ability to talk that sort of talk, right?
Right. And another aspect of this that we haven't really covered yet is that not all. Well, hold on. Let's do this first. Let's get a little perspective from the other side of the coin. Here's the story of a pay pig who gave his stimulus check to a Findom. $600 barely makes a dent in the bills, but it can go a long way in escaping reality. The moment that 44-year-old Ryan deposited his $600 stimulus into his bank account, he knew he'd spend it on being a, quote, pathetic loser. Though he needed the money for bills, rent, and supporting his wife and 2 children. Oh, man.
Are you fucking kidding? At this point, I was thinking most of these guys are just single.
No,
Oh
these guys are doing, a lot of these dudes are doing it on the sly with wives.
In fact, remember when we were doing that we were talking about that blackmail shit earlier?
Yeah.
That's a lot of the dudes, the blackmail is like, I'll tell your wife, basically.
Right. He was hyper aware that his voluptuous Findom, Tina, who, like Ryan is also a pseudonym, would be very pleased if he gave it to her instead. Tina ate it up. She rewarded him by teasing him mercilessly about his desperation to serve her, calling him a, quote, beta bitch for emptying his wallet during such an unstable time. And an experienced financial submissive, Ryan got off on it. It's the humiliation of spending that much during a pandemic that I really loved. Oh boy, man. And he's
See?
got kids
And
too, so great.
People that just have no control of reality and the world they live in. It's like, yeah, instead of my family benefiting,
But you know
we
what?
really use it.
Hold on. Let's not fucking hold this stupid fucking helpless man accountable for this shit. Because you know what? If his wife was smart enough to realize what a pay pig she's got right in her fucking nose, I mean, come on.
Yeah, he could keep it all in the family, you know.
Right. She could be like, give me your money, Ryan. Oh. I said, give me the fucking money, you little bitch. You little beta fucking faggot.
Yes.
Give me the fucking money, bitch.
And he'd be like, yes, ma'am.
And then she go fucking spend it on her kids. But instead, you know, some other chick's fucking doing a better job fucking pushing this guy's little buttons and
I
shit.
feel
So,
like Ryan's gonna be paying some child support in the near future, so
yeah, maybe he'll get off on it. Maybe
Maybe like, oh, it's time for my government mandated child support again. Ah!
government makes me pay. Oh yeah.
Oh, you'll be going to jail if I don't pay. Ah!
I'll pay.
Man, dude, if you get to that point, you might need to go get some therapy or something.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
carrying it a
Maybe I do.
little far.
you might have just gone a smidge
Too far?
Smidge too far.
Enough.
at that point.
Enough.
Oh, yeah.
That said, not all fin subs are into that aspect of kink. To wrap it up, think about the other end of this. Some of them don't like being made fun of at all or humiliated at all. It's about like spoiling their doms and financing their whims. So it's like a flex. It's like what to me is just an unnoticeable amount of money to you is like helping to finance your life. And look at the, you know, so it's kind of like this give take kind of relationship where they don't want the dom to treat them like shit. They don't want them to tease them. They just want them to like constantly be there to accept the gifts or whatever.
Yeah, they're just like, look at all this stuff I got you.
Yeah.
Look how great it is. And I don't expect nothing in return, just the pleasure of, you know, knowing that I made your life better.
Yeah, I guess there's this mistress named Mistress Blunt. She says, I like playing with people who eroticize the foregoing of luxury in order to increase their financial devotion to me. For her, exchanging money is an erotic way for her subs to honor her with love language, show support, and compensate her for her time, expertise, and attention. So, unsurprisingly, Findom can be an expensive kink, with subs spending anywhere from hundreds to hundreds of thousands of dollars on their doms each year. It's often up to Findoms to decide how far they want to push their devoted pay piggies into the red.
Man, I wish I was a hot fucking woman. I could make so much goddamn money.
It's true. So I hope y'all enjoyed
Has
learning
anyone ever
about-
gone trans just to make a bunch of money off how stupid men are? Might be a good idea. I don't know.
I'm gonna go. You may want to just forget you
I don't
ever
know.
said that if you're planning on doing it. I think you could probably pull it off, but not with that floating out there. Anyway,
No, I'm too old now.
you think
Too
so?
old now.
Yeah, too old and washed up, TJ.
Should have fucking done it in my 20s. Should have been like, yeah, because I'm tall too. I could have been like, Mistress Tajisha, give me your fucking money.
You small little pig.
I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. I am the alpha female. Give me your fucking money, pig.
mistress. I'll empty my wallet right away.
I'd be fucking high on the goddamn hog right now. Ugh.
Yeah, you would be.
True.
Ugh. Anyway,
So
I'm too much of a Ferengi for this fucking fetish, though.
Yeah, me too.
You're like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking spit in your mouth. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you with a strap on. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking control your bank account. It's like, whoa.
Hey, wait a minute.
Pump
Whoa.
the fucking brakes.
Oh well, shit. What's the safe word? Corn on the cob. Corn on the cob. Corn on the cob.
Avocado toast. Nope.
So I hope you all enjoyed learning about this dystopian fetish with me today. Let me know what you think about the ethics of Findom in the comments, and join our Patreon, you pathetic little pay piggy.
Yeah, you fucking pigs. Give us your fucking money, pugs.
Big fat pride.